Let's just talk about our new sponsors and how much money we're getting.
Crown Royal.
Yeah. Man, I'll tell you what, man. At some point, Crown Royal has to give us money because this entire show Ted is fueled by it, and this entire show has to be based on it, right?
Teddy's their second best customer behind Portugal.
We bathe in it.
Oh man, how weird would that be?
It might burn if you have an open cut, by the way.
Dude, that would be the greatest commercial of all time. Teddy does a Crown Royal commercial for the show, and it's him butt fucking naked in Crown Royal.
With rose petals.
No, but it doesn't go past his dick. It's just like his ass is in Crown Royal, and you can see him completely naked, just like, oh, man, Crown Royal did this to me.
Remember that Seinfeld episode a long time ago where, like, I think it was Kramer, he was making some type of stew, and then he told the woman, he goes, I bathed.
Oh, yeah, when he had his shower was his kitchen.
Cleaning his vegetables in the shower.
Oh, I clean my vegetables in the shower, but
who don't?
I think you're talking about waxing a carrot in the shower is what you mean.
Wait, isn't it waxing a dolphin? I've never heard a carrot used as a, like, I don't know, it's waxing a dolphin.
No, it's actually the most popular vernacular, waxing a carrot. I think it's buffing a helmet, waxing a carrot.
No human being has ever said waxing the carrot.
Nope.
Here, I'll just put it out because you know what? If anyone has ever heard of waxing the carrot, just get on our social media, respond, and just let us know because no one's ever said
Choking the chicken?
Yes, that's one. Choking the chicken. One. Yeah, waxing the dolphin.
Waxing the dolphin, but isn't a carrot more phallic than a dolphin? So wouldn't that make
phallic?
Phallic. I like saying it the wrong way. Like Svengoolie.
I mean, they're both
instead of Svengali.
They're both penis-y shaped, but I think dolphins need to be waxed. I don't know.
I'd say the nose of a dolphin looks more like a penis than a carrot because it's so pointy. Carrot.
So we're really doing this? I wanted to get involved, but I'm just like, I don't want to have a discussion about what looks more penis-y. Here, Teddy, do this real quick. Johnny, pull out your dick. Whose dick looks more dicky? My dick or Johnny's dick?
But a carrot won't drag you down to the bottom of the ocean and drown you.
Or rape you.
Oh, well.
Make you part of their pod.
A carrot can rape you, but you're really responsible for the carrot raping. Oh, man. You guys are a mess. All right, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Teddy has his entire Post-it note ready to go. Okay. Wow. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hey, everybody. My name is Matt, and welcome to the Real Three Idiots podcast. Sitting across from me is Mr. Crown Royal.
I'm only here because I blew off my last week of bowling because I'm a lousy teammate.
I knew it.
I'm sorry.
I told you this. He so wanted to bowl. That's all he talked about. He's like, if we're not golfing, I'm bowling. And I'm like, fuck bowling, Ted. We're doing the show. And he was depressed. I mean, he kind of forgot because he was drunk, but all right. And to my left is the man who knew too much.
Ooh, I like that. Hello, good evening.
Wait, isn't the man who knew too much? Didn't he end up dying in something? Wasn't that an Alfred Hitchcock thing?
He didn't see it coming.
So he knew a lot, but not enough.
I thought it was The Boy Who Lived. I don't know.
All right, I have no idea.
Harry Potter.
He wasn't the man who knew too much.
No, I said The Boy Who Lived.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, sorry, I lost that reference. Okay, fellas, I want to plug something here real fast because we've got some interesting shows coming up in the next few weeks. Okay, we're going to have some guests, and it should be a lot of fun. So I'm really looking forward to that. Also, I am very excited right now. Can you tell?
We can tell. Is that a carrot in your pocket?
Hercules.
Guys, and I don't generally talk about like what we're going to do, but we have a pretty big golf trip coming up next month. We're heading to Alpine Valley for a few weeks, and you guys enjoy that, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. And
I like the part even without the golf part, because that's the part that actually I don't
at the
enjoy.
bar.
Yeah, so and just to kind of fill everybody in for all our listeners, it's a great trip, right? We play golf. We tell stories, we do shots, we put on women's lingerie, and we dry hump each other. So it's a really good, goofy vacation.
So you're like Madison Cawthorn, except we're just at a golf course.
Oh, you know what? I think I got that confused. That was the trip. Oh, that was the golf trip I took with Madison Cawthorn. Oh, so we just play golf and tell stories and drink. We don't put on women's lingerie. It's so confusing.
No, completely naked, and then he just does some crass stuff to you.
Listen.
It's just grab ass.
His words, not mine.
No. I think he just said it was a goofy vacation pictures. Right. So Teddy, I know you're running for president, and we'll actually talk about that next week. We'll have some strategy stuff next week with our guest. I'm going to hope that you don't have any goofy vacation pictures that are going to come out.
No,
please?
there's nothing salacious out there.
Okay.
At least not yet.
So what are you going to cause a problem during the?
Well, after I gain power, as you know, when they demand I resign, and I say no, because
we probably are the last generation of potential politicians who will not have a ton of photos, right? All the like Madison Cawthorn, his problem, he's 26 or something.
Yeah, he's a young guy.
So he's grew up in the age of phones and cameras. So I think
Yeah, like I said, I don't think we would appreciate our politicians, our sports people, or celebrities, or anything that we grew up with, if they were constantly being recorded like that. I mean, we would know the things that they did, and people would judge them. Like I really don't care if Tiger Woods was banging all those waitresses. I really don't care what Michael Jordan really did. I mean,
how about Babe Ruth? Imagine him on video.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ. That would be, yeah. But I mean, but people will have to, you'll have to like crap on them, right? You'll have to be like, this guy's not the person we thought he was, and this woman's not the person we thought she was.
Who is?
You know what, Teddy? That is poignant right there.
That's right.
That is poignant. Okay. That's going to lead us into Ted's Tips for 20s after I do our commercial. Are you good with that? Okay. He gave a thumbs up. He didn't say yes. He gave a thumbs up. So everybody at home, Ted said yes with a thumb.
Oh, I forgot this is an audio broadcast. Hand signals don't work here. Okay.
This week's episode brought to you in semaphore.
Our special guest is a mime.
and this entire thing is available in Braille for the blind. So don't worry about that. Okay. From BS Video and Half-Ass Learning comes the greatest video series ever produced. This new series makes TED Talks sound like kids' books. You don't want to miss Fuck You, I Win. In this series, the most successful CEOs in the world will teach you how to deny you knew what was happening in the multi-billion-dollar company you started. Longtime government leaders will teach you how to hide money and act shocked when it's linked to your 23-year-old mistress. Your favorite professional athletes will talk to you about how to impregnate women and the joys of getting drunk and driving really, really fast. And talentless influencers will show you how to point at shit and make more money in an hour than you do in a year. You won't want to miss one episode of Fuck You, I Win. Start listening and start fucking.
I love it.
Oh, that's that's helpful. I honestly believe
that's actually a public service announcement right there.
Yeah, I mean that's really helpful. I mean, those are all things that based on what we just when we started our show in the last 17 weeks. Whoa, blow your mind for a minute. Yeah. That's all stuff that is literally happening. So yeah, we're like cutting edge.
Yep. All
right, Teddy, are you ready for Ted's Tips for 20s?
I am.
Okay, Johnny, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay,
partner.
All right, you ready? Ted's got tips that'll push you ever higher. These tips from Ted will prove he is no liar. So if you're ready, here's tips from Teddy. Here's tips from Teddy.
You know what I just noticed?
That we have more talent in our dicks.
In our little carrots.
Yeah.
The last 2 weeks, the introduction is actually better than the Ted's Tips for 20s. That's what I'm worried about.
It took you 2 weeks to notice that?
It's like if you were like the main act going on stage at a rock concert and the opening act was better than you.
Yeah.
You have to fire them, but we can't do that with you guys.
Teddy, that's what happens every time you golf. It's the people in front of you are always better than you. All right, Teddy.
Anywho.
Hit it.
So this is going to go into 2 possible segments. There might be some overlap. I apologize. So the tip for 20s, this is mostly for guys in their 20s. Okay, you've met some smoking hot chick, or she's smoking hot to you. And that's cool.
Can I just say one thing? Can I say one thing? If this is a goddamn repeat of something because you never listen to the show, here's what people are going to hear. They're going to hear me getting up, and they're going to hear me kicking your ass. So you better pray to God. Go ahead, Teddy.
And wait.
I'm actually scared now because there might be a slight variation what I talked about before. but it's just going to focus on this one topic and expand on it a little bit
And
more.
God knows I don't want to elongate this segment, but
there you go again.
No, I know. But what I've noticed is all of Teddy's tips starts out like a Penthouse Forum article.
Hey, dear tips for 20s. This is for the guys out there. I was washing my car one day, and the neighbor,
Smoking hot.
the
Sound
neighbor,
you sound like Casey Kasem.
for a 62-year-old woman, she was hot. All right, go ahead, Teddy.
Like Elizabeth Hurley?
Yeah.
Oh, she's 50.
I never thought I'd be writing this, but I am.
Anyway, so the tip is, and I'm actually basing this off of real life experience. Okay,
Oh my God.
guys, you're with a woman. Okay, you're with a woman, and let's just say you get engaged, or you're not engaged, and she's with you, and she throws something at you.
Oh my
Did we
God.
talk about this? No, but we're gonna go into detail. We're gonna go into
God.
detail. We didn't expand on this. This is important.
It's so painful
This is
sometimes.
important. This is important. Okay. So guys, you're with a woman. Okay, this
Sorry.
actually
Go ahead, Teddy.
This
Go
actually happened to Paul McCartney before there was
Wait.
before there was Amber Heard.
Are you going to talk about a woman who pulls her leg off and tries to throw it at you? Holy shit!
So for
this is good, Ted. This is good.
For a little background, Paul McCartney, who's obviously a national treasure in Great Britain because or England because he's the lead singer of the Beatles, who I think he's still touring to this day. So his wife of like 40 plus years died, of cancer. What are you going to do? So instead of doing what every
Is that your tip? Don't let your wife die of cancer. Marry someone healthier.
Instead of what every normal guy would do who's got $2 billion and just go to a brothel every night and just have a different escort, he decided in his infinite wisdom to actually marry a woman who was, of course, about 40 years younger than him. Yeah, she was reasonable looking, and she was an amputee because I think she did something for like landmine foundations and stuff like that.
Is that how she? Fuck you. That's not how she lost her leg. Wait a minute. Found one.
You know these unexploded landmines in like Thailand and.
Please,
I'm not saying she stepped on it.
Johnny, get on your phone right now while Ted talks.
I'm on it.
There is no way she lost. Is this how? Are you saying this is how she lost her leg?
I'm not saying she lost her leg, but it's just an ironic coincidence that she just happens to be representing whatever organization that like people who lose their limbs due to they stepped on unexploded landmines from like the 1940s and stuff, or like the Vietnam War. Like the enemy lays landmines, so you can't cross the 38th parallel or whatever.
Right,
yeah, so but she just happened to be an amputee. I'm pretty sure she didn't step on one of those landmines herself.
Okay, well, Johnny's looking it up right now. So go ahead, Teddy. Continue.
Okay, she's missing a limb, but she's a good looking woman. So anyway, Paul McCartney gets engaged to this woman because she's obviously very, a lot of philanthropy, good hearted person. So here's
that's why he married her. He married her because she's fucking 40 years younger and hot.
And here's the first red flag. So I guess he gave her an engagement ring, and this was actually national news. That's the only reason I know it. I guess like she threw like a snit fit over something before their wedding, and she took the engagement ring.
Did something to do with the tiara.
And and just like basically spiked it like out the window or just threw it somewhere. She basically took it off this. I'm sure it's it's not like a five. It's not like me buying an engagement ring for like $1,500. It's like Paul McCartney.
Wow, you are a cheap fuck, dude.
Well, did you? Oh, by the way, second tip.
You didn't finish the first one.
So, but this is an ancillary tip. So this one tip I've actually never bought an engagement ring, but I heard the engagement ring when you're supposed to buy it's supposed to be what, like 3 times your annual salary, 3 times your monthly salary.
It's a
you
rule
make
that obviously jewelry companies came up with to get you to spend more money, so you don't sound like a cheap fuck.
Yeah.
Right.
So what's the rule? Is it like
no one knows?
Here's the rule.
Google it.
Here's the
4 months
rule.
worth of salary?
Buy a fake ring. Take it to a fake jeweler. Have him fake appraise it. Right. And then have your wife think it looks good, and then don't worry when she says like 6 months later, "Have you seen my ring?" And you're just like, "Nope." No. But you know what, baby? I love you so much. I got another one right here.
Looks just like it.
Yep.
It's like when your fish dies. Like, remember when your kid was little and the fish died because you flushed it down the toilet by accident. And you went out and bought another fish before she got home from school. I did that.
I did that. You accidentally flushed.
I was cleaning the fish tank,
and you put the fish in the toilet.
No, I was just keeping. I was like, it was in the sink, and I just was tilting it to get all the sediment
and
out.
It jumped into the toilet.
No, it was the sink, and then it went down the drain. And it was like a beta fish.
You didn't plug. You didn't pull the plug.
I made a mistake.
What?
So basically, what I did was
you murdered your daughter's fish. Piece of shit.
I went to the pet store.
She's listening to this, right?
Yeah.
I went to the pet store.
I hope no one's kids are listening to this.
I went to the pet store the same day and bought a very similar fish.
I know you're
and
saying
she never knew.
My wife
my
did
God.
the same thing. They got some fish, and I didn't realize it. She was replacing them like every 3 days.